3 sneak damage last time. If you want to.
Yeah, that one's already dead, so it doesn't really
Alright, cool.
matter.
And now she's just gonna move forward.
All right, that one already took its attack of opportunity, so it cannot.
Yes.
Next up is Nomi. Nomi is getting on the level more. She's going to move over, and then she is going to attempt to hit it with the flame blade.
Bannon.
And she hits that very well because she took advantage, and she will deal 8 damage. Though the thing pretty much combusts as she cuts it in half with the green flame, or with not the green flame, with the normal flame blade, and the woodwood dies.
Oh, thank God.
It wasn't God. It was Nomi.
All right. And that will be it for Nomi's turn. Actually, she could probably... she'll save it for a better healing. Shiki's up.
I'm just gonna step up here. Oh, hello. Why isn't this just a mess?
You are in a pyramid.
Yeah, but oh, details. How's that woodwood looking?
It's looking... It's kind of falling apart. It's still kind of smoldering. They seem to stop smoldering on their turn, no, granted, but it's smoldering for right now.
Christ, I could try and finish it off.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, the problem is it's resisting to me, but I think if I put enough shots into this one, I think it will go down.
It's also your fire shot, so...
Yep, it's another violent Bigby shot.
Okay. That one will hit.
Good. It's good.
And it will take 8 piercing damage, and this is a fire chamber?
Yeah, it's fire chamber. It's also,
2 fire damage?
Yep, it's also a violent, so... Oh my God, what's with the low?
And satisfying your response there, Jeebs, that would have missed if she did a great a sharpshooter.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep.
So, good thing she didn't do a sharpshooter, because it would have missed.
Yeah, no.
But it wouldn't have jammed.
Yeah.
No, but I would have missed the shot anyway.
Yeah. Alright, then you have more shots.
Okay, normal.
Alright, that will hit, and he will take 6 damage.
Yeah.
One more shot.
I'm just gonna keep... And one more.
And that will hit, and he will take 5 damage. It's still alive, but barely. Alright, that it for your turn?
That'll be it.
Alright, its turn. It's going to lumber forward and attempt to hit Yasana.
Lumber.
I
I didn't intend, but I'm going to say I did. I didn't intend for the pun, but I'm going to take credit for it. It's going to miss with the first attack, and I think it's going to miss with the second attack. Yeah, it missed with the second attack as well. It no longer seems to be smoldering, though. Pillar's turn. Pillar, I think it takes its damage at the end of the turn. It is going to attempt to punch Felia once. It is going to hit for 26 bludgeoning damage, so 13 bludgeoning damage. And then it's going to attack Kalidus with its other fist, and it is going to hit him for 14 bludgeoning damage, because apparently it can't roll good against my own NPCs. Alright. Yasana is up. This thing is barely alive.
Yeah,
Do it. Do it.
I was determining my options afterwards.
Do it. Do it.
You can't really get to the possessed pillar too well.
Look, right now, Risu, I'm rubbing my hands together like the Emperor, and I'm telling you to do it.
I thought you were doing it like Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
That or Mr. Bean.
Oh, I can't do Mr. Bean.
You know what?
Oh yeah, it also takes, the possessed pillar takes 5 cold damage at the end of its turn.
I'm not going to trust my accuracy, so I'm going to do it this way.
Question, if I tried to lick the pillar, would my tongue get stuck?
Alright, so that will hit, and it'll take
Oh.
enough slashing damage.
Okay. Now...
You can tell that this thing is, like, pretty much fallen over. It's, like, on the ground. It seems to be dead.
It's not.
It's not. You should have green flamed it.
He managed to recover because it was his turn before you.
Not sorry.
All right, so you smack it again. You kind of chop it into more pieces. Nice little lumber set there.
It's still not dead.
Got one more attack.
Oh, for God's sake!
That one completely misses somehow.
Well, she can't green flame now because that's a cantrip. She can only
Yeah.
do it as her first attack.
Yep. All right, then. Is that it for Yasana's turn?
Damn, I'm out of range. Alright. The answer is no. This thing's still alive?
Yes.
Right here.
It appears to be dead. Like, I'm going to say you can move around without proccing an attack of opportunity, if that's what you want.
Yeah. I'll move closer.
Think
Okay.
of it like a troll. We've fought these before.
Philia is up. Because this pillar's still alive. Not doing too well, though. It's really not doing
I'm
well.
gonna try the same thing I've been doing.
Okay. You will hit, and with that first attack with Great Weapon Master, will obliterate it as you kind of just smack it back into the wall behind you, and it just kind of crumbles to pieces. It is, it's dead. The crossbow it had falls to the ground.
It's almost like it's tempting us to pick it
And
up.
there's nothing else that looks left alive.
Nothing else that looks left alive. No.
I'll actually go up here and see if there's anything.
All right, go ahead and roll perception.
Let me just do. I'll do it like that, and then perception.
All right. So in the hedge area, you won't see anything. Looking up north, you see there are torches up ahead. It looks like there's a chamber going straight up, but I'd have to move you to another map to get a good look there.
So
Nothing. Got it.
So there's no enemies at any rate.
Basically, Alto, we should go the other way for now.
Clytus is going to get out of the difficult terrain, which I think he said he ignores, probably. I don't remember.
He's a Doomstrider.
I'm going to say he ignores it. I'm going to say he
Doomstrider.
ignores difficult. Yeah, I'm going to say he ignores difficult when he's striding.
He's a
Do it,
ranger.
do it now.
He doesn't see anything else active at the moment. Jade is up.
I have no fire, as far as I can tell. So I'm going to inspect this crossbow.
All right, you can go ahead roll I'll say Arcana or Perception, whatever you prefer.
Perception? Okay.
Arcana, yep, whatever you prefer. This looks to be a very fine crossbow. There's a bit of like hedge left on it, and actually as you glance over to about here, you see that there's like a little gap in the hedge that supposedly got pulled through.
I'm going to pick up the crossbow
Okay,
and look into that hedge.
all right. I'll allow that as the same action. And as you look inside, you see that there's a little cubbyhole area.
And the hedge turns out to be a mimic.
So that's 25 feet. Can I squeeze through there?
You could step into it, yes.
Anything?
You don't find anything else within there.
Okay. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Next up is Nomi. Nomi is going to 10 feet, is going to 20 feet, is going to come up here. She sees the woodwode. Let me roll this for her. Actually, she's going to do a held action. If the woodwode will get back up, she'll whack at it. Shiki, your turn.
Burn in the countryside.
Toss a torch onto it. That's all we need, dude.
Yeah, but it's
really.
like, is it? Can I
Keep in mind, Nomi does have the flame blade.
Unless it attacks her and breaks her concentration.
Can I easily just put out a torch and throw it on the pile?
You would have to light it, which I think is an action.
So basically, if I do that, I won't be able to burn it the same turn.
Yeah.
Actually, what if you take an action, move here, and drop it? Well, move on top.
I'm
of it
gonna
and just
say no.
drop it.
Why don't you reload and shoot it with fire?
Yeah, fine, do it.
Sorry.
Reload and point blank. Fire.
That'll hit. Parts of it start smoldering again. Nothing else happens with it.
Yep. I killed it.
Okay. Okay, so
All right, I'm going to wipe out initiative now because combat is over at this point.
All right. So, can
I'm
Yasana take a look at this crossbow with me?
Sure. If you would like to try to figure out more about the crossbow, feel free to roll a Arcana.
Can I aid Yasana in this? I do have proficiency.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say no in this case, not that she would need it. Yasana, you can recognize that this is indeed a magical crossbow. You're not sure exactly how good it is. You say it's probably better than a 1, though it's not the best you've ever, you could think it could possibly be.
Does it...
There's two problems with this. First, while it is good, we're missing one key part for it.
What?
What?
Do you have any bolts on you?
Jade
Jade
holds up
uses
the
a crossbow
that she's been shooting things with the whole time?
It's literally on
I
her back.
forgot about that.
Oh,
My out of character, I firstly forgot about that.
That's okay.
Jade-
No,
Yeah,
I
so
don't have any crossbow bolts.
I'll let you know this basically for free. It's a +2 heavy crossbow.
but
no attunement?
no,
There is, it's just a heavy crossbow. There's no damage on it.
Jeeves, you use musket rounds, don't you?
Yeah. Can I pick it up? Anyone
Yes.
else feel like they need a crossbow? No? I can
No,
I can
I
hand
think
this
so.
crossbow off to someone else, the weak one.
Do you,
I'd
do, you,
rather have a bow, but
Jeeves, do you think I need a piddly weapon like that?
No, of course not. You're awesome. I'm talking about the terrible people here.
Yeah, no.
Like Nomi, she might need a crossbow.
Oh,
No
no,
offense,
I was
Nomi.
Nomi
No
at this
offense,
point
Nomi.
pulls out what looks to be a magical bow, and then she puts it back.
I was referring to crossbows in general.
Uh,
Have you seen how long it takes to reload those things?
Yep. So no one else uses a crossbow, so I'm just gonna put it in the bag so I don't have to carry two.
Okay.
So, was anything in the cubbyhole?
I didn't see anything. I rolled 28 perception.
Kind of saw a little indentation of where a crossbow is likely laying for a very long time, but nothing other than that.
Alright then. Alright.
I wonder if there's ever places like this in Manhattan, so.
Well, that would
You would have to look around to figure that out.
Can
that
I?
would lead us now.
Yeah, you'd have to roll an investigation. You'd probably want to do a decent bit of searching around in this place to do it.
We haven't been down here though. I think this is these back to the main.
Can I basically just investigate for a minute and not really waste too much time? Basically the area nearby.
You can, but that'll make it harder to find things.
Yeah, I figured. Unless people want to wait for a long time, because I feel like it's going to take like 10 minutes or more to search it. It's up to you guys.
I'm fine waiting for a bit.
All right.
It'd be we could do a short rest.
That seems a bit much to do for this.
Yeah.
I mean, we
You
could
know
do
me,
a
by
short
the way,
rest,
will
but
cast a few healing spells while this is going on, but she's going to lose her weapon, which is fine.
I'll do a long
Well,
investigation then.
I'll join.
Alright, 1 second while I cast a few heals. So, Barbarian gets crap health, Barbarian gets better health, and Yasana will get okay health.
While we're searching, Jade will just hand Yasana one of the great berries.
Alright, yep.
Or two of them, actually, because she needs more health than one.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alto, if you're here, Ophelia got 16 health back. Yasana got 12 from Nomi. Alright, and as you're searching around, let's see. So, Jade, your investigation in this area, and Yasana, your investigation in this area, you do discover that there is another hidden little cubbyhole right here.
Oh wait, I'm gonna stick around for this.
Alright, Jade's going to bring it
Oh.
out and show it to Ophelia.
Alright,
Ooh.
and as you grab it and you bring it out to show it off, it appears to be, it's kind of curious as you look at it. It is a great axe, though Shiki will recognize the head seems to be made almost like it's actually a gear.
Can we Arcana this one as well?
Yes, it does seem to be like more the gear itself doesn't seem to be made to rotate or anything. It's just there for like an aesthetic choice.
Investigation.
The Arcana of it, yeah, Shiki, it's minorly technology, but most of it does seem to be arcane in nature, so you don't get a lot with your Tinker's Soul, sadly.
Right.
Jade, however, can see that this weapon it was made like with the idea, like sometimes what rangers would do is a weapon designed specifically to hunt a type of creature, much like her dragon slaying rapier.
Mm-hmm.
This one seems to be made to cut down large creatures as well, but it's definitely not dragon slaying.
Probably constructs is my guess.
Giant. Large creatures.
Might be giant, but with the gear motif, it looks more like constructs. That's just my guess.
I'll take it and put it in my pack for right now.
Anyway, yeah, I will be right back.
Yeah, but it definitely does seem magical. It doesn't seem to have the same tinge that an attunement magical item would have.
It is a great axe, though, right?
It is a great axe, so same thing that that Philia is using currently.
And it doesn't appear to be a plus anything?
It would be a +1, I believe. 1 second. Okay, it should be a +1. Let me double check. How do I spell words? How do I spell words that I will not say aloud because that would ruin exactly what it is?
What is a word?
It is a +1.
I think it's an MRRFRR MRFR.
Yeah, it is a +1.
All right.
So, probably not something you want to use immediately while you have a better great axe, but something to hang on to at the very least.
We maybe get this investigated later. Or identified later.
And what was the other investigation? Shiki, your investigation roll, as you were checking out different hedges, turned up something also interesting. There was another thing that you can't see down there because I'm pinging the light layer. Down here.
Alright. Well.
And inside, there are potions.
Well,
4 potions to be exact.
Does Arcana work on potions? I would assume it does.
Potions have that taste test thing.
You could kind of do a taste test to try to get a feeling for them. I can describe what the potions look like, however. One of those potions, it seems to be like completely clear, but there are some impurities that are just like white impurities that almost seem like clouds floating through it.
Uh-huh.
There is one that has very disgustingly a toenail floating in it.
Ooh. Toenails are good.
Yeah, if you say so. If you say so.
Jade doesn't know this.
I'm not going to question you. There is another one which has an amber liquid which has a bunch of things in it. It looks like a scorpion tail, some sort of fang, a spider, and the creepiest of all, a tiny heart that still seems to be beating.
I'm not sure what that one is.
And then the last one, the fourth one, it's a crimson red liquid within it, like it's completely crimson red. Shut up, Colonel. And it seems to be regularly emitting pulses of this very dim light, almost at the same rate as a heartbeat.
Uh-huh. I've got an idea on 2 or 3 of them. I'm not sure about the third one that you mentioned. So can I do Arcana to find more, or no?
Arcana, no. You could taste test to figure it out.
Alright, because Jade is an adventurous type, she's going to taste test the toenail and the scorpion mix.
Yeah, alright, so the toenail one, as she takes a little test that they taste it, like dips her finger in and tastes it, she feels, first of all, this is incredibly hot. Her entire body seems to be a bit on fire, but it's like most of this heat is going to her muscles as though they're like bulking up, ready to just smash down a door or something.
Oh dear.
That's a giant strength.
Fire giant?
If it's fire giant, bloody hell.
That's like 25 strength. That would be amazing.
That makes, yeah, so that makes you pretty much indestructible.
And the other one, you notice as you open up the potion, the spider, the scorpion's tail, the fang, the spider, and the tiny heart, they all vanish.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a little taste test of the potion, you almost feel like you're a child for a moment.
Huh, that doesn't tell me much more. That's interesting. Okay, so if I put this in the inventory. There it is. Also, who is Kurkau Kagagla?
I think that was what was going to be like when we were trying to remake Yasana.
Okay.
Because the glitch with the initiative thing.
Alright, so I've got 4 potions. So I have clear and... or clouds in potion, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I have fiery toenail.
Yep.
Childlike potion. And what was the 4th one? Crimson?
Yeah, there was it was a crimson red liquid, and it released like this dull red light that seemed to like get brighter and dimmer at the same rate as a heartbeat.
Alright, I'm gonna taste test that one too, just to get a little more information.
As you taste test that one, you feel as though like the exhaustion, weariness that you had kind of fade for a moment. You feel as though like anything would make you a bit more healthier. Like, not that it's making you sick or anything, but like stuff that would make you healthier would like do better for you. All that stuff. It fades after a moment as you've only tasted it briefly.
Mm-hmm. Now I've got. I guess I don't have. I was gonna say I have Kiritome's ointment, but that's not really a potion, which does a similar-ish thing. All right. So, and I haven't seen any of these before, right?
I'm gonna say the only one you may have seen anything like would have been the toenail sliver potion, but nothing quite of the design of that.
Because I have gauntlets of ogre strength. Maybe I'd seen something like that. Anyway,
so you've probably seen something similar to the strength one, but nothing quite like that one before.
Okay.
And the other ones, I'm gonna say no. The one that would be most likely would have been the cloud potion.
Yeah, my guess on the cloud potion is that it's you can turn into a cloud and fly, that kind of thing. I can't remember what it's called. That's my guess on it, but I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you have all of those now.
All right. Is there anything? There's still more to the south, right, guys?
Yeah, there was still a bit more to the south because you kind of just went straight to the Phoenix and straight back.
Yeah. About to say, I think there was another room.
Yeah, and I forget if I had to say this, but the just so everyone stop moving for a second, let everyone catch up. Yeah, I was just trying to think as well. I forget if I had them say it as well or not, but if there was a question raised about like taking items out of this area.
Yep, there was.
Yeah, I think there was also like I forget they had to say the last point. It was like if you can use them to help stop this black more, feel like it's a good use for them. Would have been another thing they would have said. I think I thought that in my head yesterday, but I forgot to say it this time.
Yeah, you said it.
All right, good. Okay, so you come into this area where the sandworm antlion thing was beforehand, and it still lays dead at the bottom of the pit.
Jade, give it a wide berth.
Want me to shoot it?
Well, it's not that, but they said things tend to come back.
I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to it.
Okay.
Just because I can. And is this a door here?
That is a door there, yes.
Can we open it?
You may open it.
I shall open it.
Within the door, it seems to be a rather large room with writing all over it. The most noticeable thing, however, is dead center across the longest wall there is a single phrase, strangely enough, in common. Alto?
Alto, your mic came unplugged, I think.
Yeah, but I say it sounds like a blender.
A large phrase written across the room in common, strangely enough. In this phrase, overthinking. That's all it says.
I'm not sure, Shiki, but I think we might be overthinking something.
Well, okay,
I'm gonna sit here for a while and try to figure out what that is.
Okay, I'm just gonna go out the room.
Can I investigate?
You may.
I'm gonna investigate this area, see if there's anything out of the ordinary, anything that I might be missing, because I definitely don't want to overthink this.
Yeah. I got a funny feeling I shouldn't overthink it either.
Okay, and you sit there and you think on it and you think on it and you think on it and you start to wonder, like, is this a trap? Like, it could be a trap. Maybe it's a concept of a trap.
I think we've got to take a little bit longer.
Life is Life is just a series of traps.
I closed the door on them.
All right then, everyone freeze where you are. As I said, freeze where you are, Yasana. As everyone is overthinking this, you start to notice the sand behind you move, but you only notice it as a large form comes bursting out of it, flying right at you.
Like a bullet.
Do you think we're overthinking this and probably should go and help the others?
I don't know. They closed the door
And
on
the door
us.
was closed, so you don't even see this happen. You're only going to hear the thud as it lands.
Yeah, but no, I think we hear the phone. It's like,
Nah.
All right,
They're
so
all
let
fine
me
in
take
there.
care of what you all need to do. So, the three of you which are under this, roll me a strength or dex save, your choice.
Do you want us
funny?
to roll initiative while we're at it?
You can roll initiative after.
Okay.
Jeeves, you know what's funny? Us staying in here made us avoid the attack.
Yeah, we're now perfectly fine. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Nomi will want to roll as okay, wow, wait, all pass. That is impressive. And as this thing comes down, like just trying to land on you, you all quickly manage to move out of the way without too much issue. So you're all going to get shunted effectively 5 feet away as it lands, and you're all going to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Missed me. I'm gonna assume that was no.
Yeah, and initiative now. And bring up the
Man, that was only a
initiative.
19.
Would that be considered a surprise round?
I'm going to say yes, that was a surprise
Because
round.
I can still act on a surprise round.
Damn.
So you're going to be allowed a free attack then, top of the initiative.
Only if
That
you
is
rage
one of my
first, though,
lowest.
right?
That is one of my
Yeah,
lowest.
if you
have
rage
to
first,
rage.
you get
I'm
a
going to
free...
allow you to... Yeah, I'm going to allow you to do so.
Alright.
Already got the bullet. So I need Clytus.
And you said I took 8 damage?
8 damage, yes.
This is actually my worst initiative in a long time.
Clytus cannot fucking roll initiative. Holy shit.
Shiki rolled a 2
I rolled
and
a
got
2.
a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah, so feel free to do your attack then with Philia.
Well, you got to remember, I also have my charisma.
It'd be 2 attacks because I still get, just a full turn.
Yeah,
action.
your full turn. So go ahead and roll your attack action. That first one... Would you have, done your grit weapon, all that shit?
Yeah. So,
All
Great
right.
Weapon and Reckless.
Alright, so with the Reckless, the first one will hit, dealing a grand total of 22, 25 damage.
You don't
And
need
the second
reckless
attack will also
flanking
hit,
yet.
dealing a grand total of 29 damage. And now we're doing
This thing
initiative.
This thing was beautiful to us and flanked itself.
Yep, next up is Jade.
I suppose maybe we ought to figure out what this is. I'll
But
open the
it's not
door.
that smart.
And you see that there's a very large shark-like creature directly in
Shiki,
front of you.
there's a very large shark-like creature directly in... Hunter's mark!
I need, Jade, I need to think about it a bit more.
I suppose technically it is at 0 HP, so you can move your hunter's mark.
And a smack. With advantage.
Yep. So you're going to be dealing...
Too bad it's not a dragon, because
Oh,
that
God,
would
is
be
it right?
beautiful.
You're
Wait,
going
wait.
to be dealing 19 damage with that.
Jeeves, is it right at the door?
Sneak.
Yes, it is. And then you're going to be dealing 7 sneak attack damage, and then the hunter's mark damage, which is another 6. This thing ain't looking too good already.
Oh my god.
It made a very poor choice.
It's almost like it didn't think enough.
It made a very poor choice. It is not that smart.
And she's going to step away, actually.
It should have sat in the room.
So it's going to take attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Nom.
Is it going to hit?
It just barely misses, and you're lucky for that because that was a very... You could just see the powerful jaws snap down where you were a moment before.
I was going to do shield if it had hit, but yes. Thank you.
All right. Yasana's up.
To magic or not? That is the question.
The
It
reason
is not looking very good after Philia.
The reason I backed away, oh, he gets his turn anyways, was so that anyone could leave, but I was going to think Nomi.
I do have advantage on that.
Yep, and that will hit. And your initial strike, however, is enough as you just hit it with the booming blade. It starts convulsing and it falls to the ground.
So, if that's the biggest part we have for the day, I think we're good.
I think we need to think about this a little further, though.
Yeah, just gonna think about it a bit more.
Yeah.
Anything else, Yasana?
No?
You probably want to get out of the pit before you start sliding down. Roll on acrobatics to get out.
Not fucked.
Also, I see that the initiative has not gone yet.